This is the one people don't believe in the Bible will claim. They still love the story of Ezekiel. They might not believe in the Bible, but they love this story of the wheel of Ezekiel. This is the first recorded UFO encounter by definition in the Bible. So Ezekiel 1 verses 15 through 21 says, "Now as I looked at the living creatures, I saw a wheel on the earth beside the living creatures, one for each of the four of them. As for the appearance of the wheels and their construction, their appearance was like the gleaming of beryl." That's a green color, by the way. These are all colors. And by the way, in the Bible, I always think it's really interesting when they don't say green or blue, they'll say beryl and sapphire. That's usually because they can't explain these colors, and the best way they can explain these hyperdimensional colors is through gems, because gems look very beautiful. Even if you go to the, when you get to Revelation, you get to things about the Lord and the throne, they'll never explain them in colors. They'll always be in gemstones. And probably we believe because how could you explain the colors you're seeing, because they don't even exist where we're at, right? So he does his best job of saying, hey, it was like these green stones that we see. It was like this crazy color. The four had the same likeness. Their appearance, construction were a wheel within a wheel. He's talking about four beings in the sky in these wheels. The rims were tall and awesome. The rims of all four were full of eyes all around. Now, again, remember, he can't say they look like LED lights, right? You can't say they look like LED lights because it didn't exist. So a lot of times in the Bible, you'll see them call them chariots. They'll say things like eyes, use colors of stone to explain things because, how could you explain an airplane back in biblical times? You couldn't just say it had an engine like a 747. You'd have to say something was like a giant bird. You have to use these terms that we see, like when Elijah, the chariot of which we'll get to in a little bit here. So you can see here, it says, wherever the Spirit wanted to go, they went. The wheels rose among them. The spirits of living creatures in the wheels.